following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Sam in Irvine, California. Hey, Sam, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
I'm having a great day. Thank you very much. I want to preface by saying that I'm so grateful to you and TFNN for you to assemble such a great people, such a team to help the small investors like myself.
Well, we appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us, Sam. Thank you so much.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We hit the Dow Industrials up 14, NASDAQ up 10, S&P's up 7, gold contract flat at $1,293 an ounce. Silver up 25 cents at $18.21 an ounce. Silver got some juice underneath it. Platinum now $9 at $1,273 an ounce. Copper up a penny at $2.60 a pound. Light sweet crude up $1.23, trading out of $47.70 a barrel. Bonds, you have the 10-year down 14 ticks at 129.13. 30-year off 27 ticks at 149. King dollar down 199 ticks, trading out at 93.15. You get the euro up 37 at 115, and the yen is trading up 86 at 117.96. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do we have? We're going to start off with these futures. What you have out here, folks, is this. You have got to a slightly higher high out here. You're at 2023. Bottom line, you get lighter volume. You get an ABC structure happening. This little baby right now is building cause number one to get down to the January 16th level. The bigger area is the October 15th level. October 15th is the 1961 area. If I take this S&P, and we've had some nice volatility out here, I don't expect that volatility is going to stop either. We put this on a 10-minute basis. What you're going to see inside your S&P futures is this. This morning, you talk about volatility, you got it in spades. We got down to a price point out here of the 22,005 level. You spiked higher when the ECB come out. Well, they floated out here. Let's put it that way. The actual announcement's going to be tomorrow. They floated out they're going to do 50 billion a month in QE. Bottom line, that's exactly half of what we did. We started out with 100 billion. Then we did 85 billion on the next one. Bottom line, so they're starting off with half that level. Well, that was the room. There wasn't a rumor. That's what they come out with. We'll see what the actual announcement was. What that did, as that come out, that spiked the S&Ps up to 2032. You spiked right back down to the 2016 area. Right now, we're at 2022, and I expect what you're going to see coming into this close again is it's going to make its way back down to those lows. There's absolutely no juice in this market whatsoever, folks. There's all sellers. Like a market, there's going to be buyers and sellers, but the bottom line, the sellers are overwhelming the buyers. If we go take a look at the SPY, what you're going to see in the SPY, first we're going to take the SPY. We'll put the SPY on a daily basis, and the daily is setting up a beautiful ABC structure on the way down. You've come off the high. You've come off that high with volume. You got to a higher high yesterday, higher high today. Guess what? Lighter volume both times. Can't hold price. You get a nice structure on the way down. Your A point out here goes all the way up to 208. Your B point is 200, so you get $8 on the ABC. Your 204 is your next level. That is going to basically make that run into the December 16th area of 197. The larger area, remember, folks, is out here at that October 15th swing level at 181. We get into the gold contract. What do we have with gold? Gold, folks, is refusing to back off. Gold traded over the 1,300 today, and basically you got juice behind the move once again. Gold right now is at 1293. or what gold wants to do, gold wants to run up to this 1347 swing point from July. You have volume inside the move out here today also. We've done 249,000 contracts. That is one big number. Silver. Now, silver is getting not only follow through, folks, but this is what we needed in silver, because silver was the laggard inside the metals market. What we have with silver is this. Silver got to a price point out here today of $18.50. Right now, we've done 61,000 contracts, which is just dynamite. It's over the swing points from the October and December level. Silver wants to make this run up to the 21.11 area. King dollar. Let's go take a look at King dollar, because King dollar, what it's all about for the market, for the metals, all of the above. King dollar out here today, you're at 93.14. If we take a look at this intraday, what you're going to say intraday is that King dollar now has a high volume swing low. At that level of the high volume swing low is the 92.36. It came down, and it came down hard and fast. Now, that fast, first off, that is going to get tested, that area down there. So you're at a higher level right now. That test is going to be crucial. The reason being is that a total failure on King dollar is 92.50. And my take on this whole deal, inside the aspect of King dollar, inside the aspect of bonds, inside the aspect of the market, is that King dollar pulls back, gold wants to go higher, market wants to go lower. Don't forget, folks, this would be the last time. If you want to take advantage of the market insights for one full month, free. You get my book, The Art of Time in the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, free. And I'm doing a workshop tonight from 6 to 7 Eastern Standard Time. You can sign up on the front page of the web right here, right now. Let's go to Tim in Fort Collins. Hey, Tim, what's going on?
Tommy, nice job of reading the market. You're the man.
Oh, you're too much, man. Thank you for the thanks, man. How you been, man?
Good. Happy New Year to you.
Yeah, and you also. Let's make it a great one.
What's your take on Nugget here, NUGT?
Let's take a look at it. It's the this is the 300% correlation of the gold miners index. Now, you own it. You're looking to buy it. What are we doing here?
Well, I'm in this. I've ridden it quite a while here.
Yeah.
And I always sell this thing too early, so I want to, I was looking for 20-some. I was looking for 25, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to be greedy.
Listen, okay, so this is what you have today, folks, in the gold market. Now, this is pretty cool. This is a great question, number one, because I personally also own quite a few gold stocks. In the gold report, we own quite a few gold stocks. And the run has been incredible, folks, okay? So the run, we're talking, some of these stocks are up 30, 40, 50%. So now the question is, it's like, okay, number one, are you greedy? Not you, I'm saying me, all of us, right? But what we also know is this, okay? What happens, folks, inside the gold market is that when you come off bottoms, these gold stocks can run 30% in a heartbeat. Now, what has happened is that many of these equities have taken out the December and the October swing points with volume. Okay, so what that sets up is higher prices. Okay, so that's the bullish argument. The bearish argument would be, as our man Dave White, he's not saying that's the bearish argument, but Dave White is coming across inside the den, and he's saying, hey, guess what? We have the European Central Bank going to come out with their announcement at 8:30 tomorrow morning. So that says that, guess what, 8:30 tomorrow morning, we're going to get an announcement, we're going to get volatility inside the marketplace. I can tell you what I'm doing with the Tim, right? I'm keeping it all.
Kind of my feeling on the whole deal.
I'm keeping it all because I can tell you this, folks. When I was working on the workshop that I'm presenting tonight, right? The workshop, I'm presenting the dollar index on a long-term basis, gold on a long-term basis, the S&P on a long-term basis, and bond on a long-term basis. And every time I'm going through all of those, guess what? Market's going lower, bonds are going higher, gold's going higher, dollar's going down. So, and the volume is there. The extension, our problem right now is that the extension has been good. Do you know what I mean? It's not dramatic, but it's good.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping gold would maybe just, I mean, it's been a moonshot right now, which...
That's right.
Look at the chart,
And what we know, folks, and this is what you're hearing from Tim, and this is what you're hearing from me, is that we know that at 8:30 in the morning, okay, yeah, you can get out of the future part of it, but guess what? You're not going to be able to get out of the equities if, in fact, gold tanks. Now, the great thing is what the ECB did out here today. What the ECB did out here today is that you had Draghi called on the European Central Bank to make its biggest push yet to fend off deflation and revive the economy by unleashing a debt-buying spree of $1.1 trillion, okay? So he's saying he wants $1 trillion. Thus far, in the press release out here today, they're saying, hey, we think we're going to do $600 billion. My take on that, fundamentally, is guess what? They let it out of the bag, and the market still couldn't do anything. And gold wants higher, man.
Keep up the good work, Tommy.
Hold it, brother. Have a great one, Tim. Great talking to him. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. Dow Industrial's up 16, NASDAQ up 12, S&P's up 7.5. We're going to be right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. You take a hands-on approach to managing your investments, and whether you're bullish or bearish on Chinese stocks, the ETFs from Direction Shares are there to help you magnify your perspective. Bull ETFs for a rising market and bear ETFs for a falling market. Direction Shares gives you the tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor Foresight Fund Services, LLC.
How would you feel if you had a powerful decision-making tool that has the ability to find high-probability trading opportunities across multiple time frames in equities, currencies, and futures? Search no more. Take advantage of the best trade with the TAS Profile Scanner. Trade with confidence and clarity while using the software that thousands of institutional traders rely on to help them make the best and most accurate decisions. Scan over 1,000 equities, currencies, and futures instruments for high-probability trading setups utilizing the TAS architecture. As seen on Bloomberg terminals worldwide, the TAS Profile Scanner is a benchmark technical filtering system that thousands of traders rely on, and now you can too. For a limited time, for TFNN subscribers only, we've reduced the price to just $97. That's over 75% off. Subscribers will also gain access to the December 9th workshop with John Logan. There's no obligation to pay anything. Get your 30-day free trial to the TAS Profile Scanner today by signing up at TFNN.com. Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. You get the Dow Industrials right now up 26, Nasdaq's up 17, S&Ps are up 7.5. Inside the Dow Industrials out here today, folks, you have IBM. IBM is dragging it down. You get Microsoft, Pfizer, and Cisco taking it down. Bringing it up, you get United Health, United Technologies, Chevron, and Caterpillar. If we go over and we take a look at Big Blue, what you're going to see with Big Blue, folks, Big Blue is going to break through this bottom. Big Blue is slamming on the bottom with volume. It's pretty amazing watching. And if you want to see how cars gets built up, and it's no doubt it's tough to break floors, and I suspect this is Big Blue itself trying to buy the stock as much as they can at this 150 area. What you're going to see is this. Big Blue is at 152.07. It's traded as low as 151. The volume, folks, is 10 million shares. We've done 10 million already. You're going into that swing low out there that only hit 6.7 million. This is going to be an ABC structure on the way down. When you're hammering lows with the type of volume that we are doing now, meaning it's, 44, oh my God, that's 70% more volume. Bottom line, that baby wants to break. And more than likely, what we'll see with Big Blue, it'll probably just jump the creek. Jumping the creek means that wakes up in the morning, see ya, don't want to be ya. What you can expect out here tomorrow, folks, when I was just talking with our man Tim from Colorado, the volatility in the morning is going to be incredible. Well, I suspect it's going to be. Thus far, what has happened is this, is that, so you get Draghi, who, of course, is the European Central Bank. He's the head. Then you have the president and the executive board. Well, the president and the executive board came out earlier today and proposed spending 50 billion euros a month through December 2016. Bottom line, though, that's what they are going to be discussing and have been discussing since yesterday, today, and we'll see what comes out tomorrow. There's no doubt that they're pushing basically information out so that the market itself, I expect, doesn't have as much shock value as the market did when the Swiss National Bank came out and said, guess what, we're unpegging away from the euro. What I thought was unusual is this, though, and I'm a bear, is that the market itself couldn't hold price. That is a trip in itself, folks, because the S&Ps, okay, so if we take a look at the SS, just we'll use the SPY. If you look at the SPY, it's 202. The high on the SPY is 208. Well, when these announcements come out, there's no reason that the S&P or let's if I look at the Dow Industrials for a second, there's no reason that the Dow Industrials really can't go up 300 or 400 points, okay? That's normal in bear market moves. That's normal when you have these types of moves on the way down with types of expansions on the way up. So what we have inside the Dow's at 17,543. Well, it couldn't move either. The one area that hasn't moved yet, and this is the one you want to watch if, in fact, you're a bear or a bull, are the biotechs. The biotechs continue to stay at these highs. We're at 318 right now, made a higher high yesterday. Bottom line is that I expect the biotechs are going to run down to 247. You're 318, so that's a big number on the way down. But what you do have here is that it hasn't broke. They're broken two different times, well, a lot more than 2 times, but they're broken 2 times lower since the December 9th area. Keeps pressing. What I expect you're going to see, that will be one of the, more than like, well, it's definitely going to be one of the last ones to break, because of the XLE, that already broke down. That's gone from 110 to 72. The XLF, that is broken down. That baby has just gone from 25 to 23. That's wide open down there at the 21 area. So we've certainly got plenty of the larger sectors that have broken down thus far. We'll see how the rest of it shakes out. If we go over to Johnson & Johnson, Johnson & Johnson today is taking some heat. Johnson & Johnson just come off a high of 108. You're trading at 101. And if you want to see how the magnet is at the October 15th swing low, there's many equities you can look at. Johnson & Johnson, we're getting closer and closer to it. Johnson & Johnson had hit a low out here today of 100.40. The low is 95. That's what it's going after. And that's after being at the highs at 106 with absolutely no juice up at those levels. We take a look at a few of the other Dow stocks out here. In fact, let's go look at McDonald's, MCD. We have McDonald's. McDonald's has already broken its October 15th swing low. That's 89.39. We broke that with a vengeance on December 16th. You got down to 87.62. That has a high volume, low at 87.62. That's going a lot lower. When something that you don't have to, okay, but you should wrap your head around, folks, is this, is that when we take a look at the larger market, when you start getting corrections, the first thing that you want to look at inside your own portfolio is where is the last time that you had volume on the way up? Because we know, bottom line, this market has been going up for 2, 3, 4 years with no volume, on air, got to higher highs, no doubt. Guess what? When you start going downtown, you're going to go downtown to the last place that the equity had volume. Many of these equities are going to basically take out those areas, but that's going to be the first place on a longer-term basis. So you do yourself a favor. Look inside your own equity, find out where that is, and then decide, okay, where am I going to put a stop in? Because what you're going to find out is that the last time that many of these equities had volume on the way up are dramatically lower from where they are right now. If I take a look at the SPY, and I put the SPY up, what you're going to see inside the SPY is this. When the SPY broke out, I'm going to make this a much larger one. When the SPY broke out at this 152 area, it just didn't have the juice on the monthly basis. So the 152 area is game in a heartbeat. The SPY is already broken its uptrend with a vengeance, with conviction. Conviction is wide price spread, accelerated volume on the way down. Did it, has confirmed 3 separate times off this high that you have sellers that can't get out the door quick enough. So that is a monster heads up in itself as to where it wants to go, number one, and we'll find out how fast it's going to get there. The swiftness of the move is pretty amazing. Netflix, NFLX. Now, Netflix was up, let's see, so up $60? Yeah, we're at $407.93. If you check out Netflix, Netflix is coming up to fill the whole gap. The gap, when Netflix said, I wouldn't be buying or selling Netflix right now. Netflix, $430. So it hasn't made the top of the gap yet. So check this out. This will make it. Netflix, let me pull this back a little. So I put this on a daily. 1 second. Put this on a daily. What you're going to see in Netflix is this. Netflix had gapped down October 15th. It was at 450 the prior night, went down to 331. That's a slight haircut, right? Has the volume on the move way down. You did 13 million on the way down. Netflix is only doing 8 million on the way up. However, you're close enough to fill the gap. So you just let Netflix go. Let it get up there and fill the gap. And guess what? Netflix is going to be game again for lower price. Pretty bizarre, but that's how that baby is set up. Get the Dow Industrials right now up 30. NASDAQ is up 18. S&Ps are up 6.5. Gold is down $1 at $12.93. We're going to be right back, folks.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Technomental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Technomental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials are up 50. You get the Nasdaq up 24. S&Ps are up 9.5. And as we do each and every Wednesday at 20 past the first hour, we get our man, Mr. Darryl Martin. Don't forget, folks, Darryl does an outstanding show right here at TFNN every Tuesday, Thursday, 1 to 2 Eastern Standard Time. He specializes in the Nadex platform. And if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform yet, folks, this market is made for it. Come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see the banner on the top and the side. Hit the banner. You can bring up the account. They'll put $25,000 of paper money so you can start to understand how these contracts work. Darryl has an outstanding analyzer, which will not tell you whether they go long or short, but will give you the best probabilities of what contracts you want to be trading inside the market in general, and there's the software itself, folks. There's deviation levels, even if you're not trading the Nadex product. Trade the market in general will give you, and these deviations hit up and down in the type of market that we have out here right now. Daryl Martin, what's going on?
How you doing, man?
Doing great. Well, you got 8:30 tomorrow morning. We're going to be getting action all over the place. Well, not that we haven't had action now, but
no kidding. Lately, it's been insane no matter what. But yeah, we get even more. Everybody waiting to see what's going to come out of Europe after everything that came out last week from Switzerland.
Yeah, no doubt. And so the announcement, folks, is going to be 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. As I said a little bit earlier, they've already floated that they want to do $50 billion a month. Draghi wants more than that, so we'll see how that does shake out.
Yeah, I saw one thing where he was wanting to go in and do literally $1 trillion at one point in a QE program.
That's right. Yeah, no, he wants 1.3 trillion, which is a little over 100 billion a month. And that's where we started. So we'll see where it shakes out. What I thought was intriguing, though, no doubt, is that they come out with a float of 50 billion. And, it popped the market, but it didn't get our market up 200 or 300. You know what I mean? It basically,
exactly.
it didn't even, and it didn't move the European markets either. The European markets, folks, when this was happening, you had the FTSE. Well, the FTSE was up 1.6%. The DAX was up 0.4.
Yeah, I mean it's been fantastic. I mean, you go in and take advantage of the volatility, go with it, but use that capped risk so you don't get squashed in the process.
Well, and folks, if you're trading this market, there's a few of us that trade it quite a bit inside the Tigers Den, and I'm sure there's Tigers and Tigresses out there that trade it. What you do want to do is this. Now, today has been a little sweet day, and one of the main reasons that I want to thank MNJ inside the Den for the heads up in particular. And one of the things is this. So check this out. If you're buying in or selling the Dow Industrials out here today, bottom line, IBM, because IBM is the largest weighting structure, folks, inside the Dow, all that has to happen is that IBM just has to fall apart a bit. And guess what? We've seen these fluctuations inside the Dow Industrials today. It's been IBM that has done it, okay? Because IBM has to move very slightly. I mean slightly. And if I put this on a 10-minute, what you're going to see, and I'll show you how this sets up. It's really bizarre, but this is how you want to be able to take advantage of what's going on. So the Dow, had a high out here of 599, a low of 396. And, Big Blue had a high out here of 153.80, and then a low of 151.36. You can see that it didn't even move that much, but that was the mover inside the Dow. 2 points of IBM going up or down gives you the I know, man. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. It's basically there's that market cap, and
it's the weighting structure. So those are the edges that everyone can get, folks, okay? And you want to basically really understand how that works and how important that is. Because, see, the longer-term picture, is that IBM wants to go down. It's hitting the lows now with volume, so it wants to break them. So bottom line, just if you pay attention to those things, it's a big heads up, folks. And what does happen inside the Nadex platform is that Dow moves quick, man. They all move quick. But what happens, of course, is that with IBM moving just slightly, that just eats up the Dow Industrials in about 2 seconds. So.
Right. So you see that Dow. Basically, you see IBM move, and then watch the Dow go with it type thing. Give you that slight edge.
Split second, man. Do you know what I mean? The rest of them can stay flat. That's what's so cool, folks. Okay. And let's talk currencies now, because I'm a bear on the dollar too. And so the currency fluctuations, what does happen, folks, when you have volatile markets, the premium aspect goes up inside them, and I expect the premiums, will get higher. But what I also like, Daryl, is that particularly, you had all funds blow up beyond belief, and you can't. I mean, there's nothing. Well, they could have traded with less leverage, folks. Okay, but the bottom line is that each and every day right now, and you're going to hear a lot more of them, how many funds have actually blown up. And there's a lot. One just came across right now. So let's see this. Well, anyway, my point is that if you trade the Nadex plot, let's talk a little bit about trading the currencies in the Nadex product.
All right. I went in and I trade the currencies all the time in the Nadex product.
Yes.
And traded euro, yen, euro, dollar today. I was trading dollar franc last Thursday. When it crashed down, I was going short using the binaries because there's nothing else I'd have. You'd have to be crazy if you're trying to trade the dollar franc just outright, especially after that move.
Yep.
And but you go in and trade it, so you can go in with a very low risk. Sometimes $15, $20, $30 on a trade, maybe $40 on a trade, but you can still make like a 1-to-1, 2-to-1, 3-to-1 profit upon what your risk is there inside that contract.
Right.
And you don't have to worry about it stopping against you and things of that sort. I mean, it all comes down to what contract you choose, of course. But you can go in and you can trade 8 different currency pairs directly: Aussie dollar, euro dollar, pound dollar, dollar yen, dollar franc, dollar CAD, and then they also have the the Aussie yen and the euro franc as well.
Okay.
So you got more than enough, and the pound yen and euro yen. So now they have 10 currency pairs. They've actually had to pull the dollar franc off right now because the bid ask are so wide that you can't make a market on it efficiently right now.
No, which makes sense,
So,
man.
yeah.
My take, and this is where I think on a longer term basis, but you got to trade what you want to trade, folks. What I like right now is that the dollar looks to me like it's top number one. I love this morning, what you had out here this morning is that you had a fast move topside, gave it up in spades, and dove down. And what's hanging out here right now, Daryl, inside that dollar is a high volume spike that's just heaven for me. Do you know what I mean? So high volume spikes, folks, love to get filled. And the dollar right now, the index this is at 93.18. So I'd be selling that against the euro. I know that sounds insane because the euro should go down even more with QE. But guess what? We'll find out, won't we?
Exactly. Well, and if you're doing that trade, and if you're wrong, I mean, you have capped risk.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you're right, I mean, that thing's going to just fly for you. And I mean, the euro dollar, I mean, got a chart up here, the euro dollar with the deviation levels on it.
Right.
And, you can see right there, I mean, it spiked up right there. It hit one deviation.
Yes.
And just fell right back down,
Yep.
And so, I mean, that's that clue. Don't keep going. You're in. If you were in, and if somehow that you got in on this massive down up spike, so magically, if you were able to pull that off, like, okay, it's time. Like, don't be adding in. Wait for a turnaround. Look for a short. Wait for some confirmation. It's going to keep going if you do want to try to trade above that.
That's right.
But don't be like, when it pulls back, you're like, okay, now I'm going to buy it. No. Back off. Get out of the way, and let it do its thing. So.
Yeah, because what happens, folks, all markets are energy. And what Daryl's showing you here, if you happen to be in your car, we're looking at his scanner, and he's showing the deviation levels, and that energy got expended, folks. That's what it comes down to. So guess what? It'll do something other than that, build some more cars up, build some more energy up, and then, more than likely, move again. But bottom line is that if you're in the trade, you want to take your money. If you're not in the trade, you certainly don't want to get excited and get in the trade at that particular point because your risk value goes up dramatically versus your reward. And then in this case, which is pretty cool, is that it gave up the whole move, and it took a lot longer to give it. Well, it took 2 or 3 hours to give it up, but the bottom line, it did. You know what I mean?
Yeah, literally, it went from right there, just about 10 minutes before 10. There, it hit that spike, and then I mean, it gave up literally the entire move.
Yes.
Down at by 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock.
Right.
So it's a few hours later. And that's also that, like in those high energy moves. I mean, there was a massive spike down, spiked up, and it came on and retraces right back down to that same level.
Yeah. And what the dollar didn't do, folks, this was intriguing to me this morning also. The dollar couldn't take out the January 16th high. And in fact, it didn't even take out yesterday's high, which is a total mind blower. Yesterday's high was 93.38, and we got to 93.32 today. It's like, oh, really? You couldn't even do that with the aspect that they're telling you they want to do at least 50 billion. So.
Yeah, look at this. See that volume? You're talking about the spikes. It literally you had the volume spike down and the volume spike up.
Right.
So a question for you. looking at this and checking out your euro dollar. I mean, it spiked on down in that 10-minute period. Massive volume. I'm looking at 60 futures when I trade euro dollar.
Yes.
So, because I don't want to get volume from a broker, I want to get true.
No, but what you want to do, see, I know.
Yeah. Pops on down.
So your question is there on the spike up?
Is it going to come back up there?
No, if you put the index up, Darryl, the last time that was up at 92.99, then it went to 93.32 with no volume.
Yeah. All right.
Cooking, brother. Look forward to the show tomorrow.
All right, man.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
We're told to follow our passion and everything else will fall into place. I hope that's what each of you are doing each and every day. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Money Master Show at TFNN.com, and my passion for technical analysis is what led me to the most fundamental discovery in pattern recognition, the Rhodes Momentum Indicator, market scanner, and trading strategy, a set of tools that identify the momentum and power of the trend, the likes of which have never been seen before, for every market and every time frame. Yes, folks, the trend is your friend, unless you're on the other side. New to technical analysis? This is the place to start. And experienced traders take advantage of the trend like never before. Experience the power of the Rhodes Momentum Indicator each day, available to subscribers of my newsletter service, Mastering Probability. I guarantee your satisfaction for the next 30 days unconditionally, so there's no risk to you other than being on the wrong side of the trend. Mastering Probability, available on the homepage of TFNN.com. And folks, live with passion.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
No matter where you listen to TFNN programming, we want you to know you can always access your favorite shows on demand through TFNN.com. TFNN airs live programming every market day from 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. Eastern, and you can view each program by accessing Tiger TV through our homepage. We even have an easy link for all mobile devices, including iPhones and iPads, located at the top right-hand corner of the TFNN homepage. You can use your smartphone to view Tiger TV, but if you don't have a mobile connection that can keep up with streaming live video, then you can simply visit TFNN.mobi in the browser of your smartphone for live streaming audio of all of our programs. The mission of TFNN is to educate our audience directly and interactively through our interactive website and radio call and talk shows. TFNN is able to teach all levels of investors the technical skills needed to trade in today's marketplace. In order to get the best information possible, TFNN has assembled the most respected financial minds in the country to provide the most current news and comprehensive advice available. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. You get the Dow Industrials right now up 39. Nasdaq is up 25. S&Ps are up 10. We have gold trading at 12.94. And when we talk action, folks, you're going to have some action tomorrow morning. There's no two ways about that. Let's go to John in New Hampshire. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. You having a good day out there?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Hey, I've been listening to you a long time, maybe 10 years.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Hey, no problem. Yeah, you got a good show. Nobody out there like you.
Thank you.
Hey, I got a question on GLD.
Yes.
Is that like a three-gap play by any chance?
A three-gap play. So let's take a look at GLD. Put this on a daily basis and see. Oh, interesting. I see. Well, this is what ends up happening because of the fact. See, the GLD, John and folks, gaps all over the place because the GLD trades on the price of gold. And, of course, gold trades 24 hours a day. So what he's talking about, folks, is that, yeah, you have an aspect that there are definitely gaps all over. There are three gaps, too. So you really can't look at GLD at all as a gapping play because you can see the gaps on the way down, the way up. And that's how it will always trade because it trades on the price of actual gold, John. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. So gold doesn't look like that? I didn't check.
No, what happens is this. So watch. The GLD only trades from 9:30 in the morning to 4 in the afternoon Eastern Standard Time, okay? The gold contract trades 23 hours a day. So if gold had been going up or down, you know, because gold is a international currency, commodity, bottom line, they can drive it higher in Europe, they can drive it lower in Europe. Where gold is at 9:30 in the morning, that's where the GLD is going to open up.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, just catching up with gold.
Exactly.
Okay, well, thanks for the input. I appreciate it.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Let's go to Dave in Boston. Hey, Dave, what's going on?
Tom, I'm doing great. How are things with yourself?
It's great. Thanks for calling, man. Thanks for holding. Appreciate it.
Well, I'm a little nervous being the second call on gold here, but I wanted to ask you on Harmony in relation to the dollar. I recall you talking about it being in Rand, that it was, sold?
Yeah, so if we take a look at the correlation, the Rand, folks, is at 11.52 to the dollars. That is high. It's extremely high. It's been up there now for quite a while. And the high that was generated is 11.87 in 08. So Harmony itself, Harmony has just run from $1.60 to $3.13. Now, do you own Harmony? You're looking to buy it. What are we doing here?
No, I'm in it somewhere. I'm sorry, I'm not.
183. You're probably in 183 anyway. So what you have here is this. I would hold Harmony, man. You know, if you look at Harmony. So what's cool about Harmony and GFI, folks, is that you can HARSJ. You can go to South Africa and see how they've traded in South Africa. And what has happened in South Africa is that Harmony basically has been moving over the swing points. Now, we're not over the swing points yet from July. But what in South Africa, we basically got over those, and it got over them, and, well, we got over the, let's see. Yeah, we got over them with volume, man. You know? So the probability gets higher that, guess what, you want to do it. Now, in Harmony's case, you have to be ready for a pullback, though. I mean, Harmony just, you know, basically almost, well, it did go up 100% since November 7th.
Right.
You know, but, I mean...
No, I'm on that. I wanted to get the correlation with it. But anyways, do you have a time for another one?
Yeah.
How about Pan American silver?
PAAS, okay. So PAAS, folks, is a silver stock. P. That's trading at 11.45 right now. The low for the year is 8.69. The high is 15.97. Now, this also not only has taken it out. This is acting really cool today, man. So watch what has happened here, folks. Many of these gold and silver equities have overtaken their October swing points, their December swing points, after building cause from October, and have taken it out with volume. Now, that's the first part. The second part's bigger, though, and this is what it is. The way that PAS came down from the $14 area, it went straight down from 14 to 9. Well, guess what? We're over it now. We're going to go straight up, man. This is going to be a straight line move. I think, you know, you're 11.44. The first place you're going to get some heavy resistance is up at the 13.41 to 14.31 area. That's ice, Dave.
Okay.
You know, so ride it, man. Ride it.
All right. Well, I love the words, Tom. I thank you and keep following you. That's the way it works.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one.
You as well. Thank you.
And, you know, what you have here, folks, is that the way that the equities have overtaken those two areas say that they're buyers, and there's a lot of buyers. What's going to get intriguing, of course, is that, and there's no reason, there is every reason to be nervous tomorrow morning, is the fact that when this announcement comes up, the volatility inside the market's going to be huge. I'm really digging, however, that what we had is that we had the partial announcement out here today. They floated that out here today. That's the first part. The second one is the high volume swing low inside the dollar. Your job, folks, inside the marketplace, if you're trying to bisect and dissect this, is grab pieces of information that, number one, you feel that are valid, and there's all different parts of information that many people feel valid or not. I mean, you have to recycle these a million times to basically get confidence in the type of validity that you should be taking. Bottom line, in my case, I get a high volume low out here inside the dollar, 92.36. That's telling me that no matter what the European Central Bank does tomorrow morning, that dollar wants to go lower. What has also happened inside the gold market is that the gold market has broken topside with volume. That's telling me, guess what? We're going higher. That correlation right there says it all. So we'll see where this shakes out, and it's going to be it's certainly going to be exciting, and the volatility is going to be out there. But what I see out here is that I see gold higher, I see the gold silver equities higher, I see the dollar lower, I see the market lower, and I see bonds higher. Don't forget, folks, if you want to come to this workshop tonight at 6 o'clock, you can do it. You can get my newsletter for a month. You can get the free book, all of it on the front page of TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Robert in New Jersey. Hey, Robert, what's going on?
Hey, Tom. A great show. I've been listening to you for years. You got a great thing. I've been listening to you for over a decade. It's amazing. You've done a great job.
I appreciate it, man. Appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. This quote's by Chuck Knox. Always have a plan and believe in it. Nothing good happens by accident. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials close up 39, Nasdaq up 26, S&P's up 10, gold contract flat at $1,293 an ounce. Silver up 21 cents, trading out at $18.17 an ounce. Copper up a penny at $2.60 a pound. Light sweet crude up $1.06, trading out at $47 rather than 53 cents a barrel. You get the bond market. The 10-year was down 14 ticks, trading out at 129.13. 30-year off 25 ticks at 149.02. King dollar down 249 ticks, trading out at 93.10. The euro up 44 at 115, and the yen trading down 98 at 117.84. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Can you say ABC structure in the way down, folks? That's what we got. Let's take a look at the future market out here, and we'll take a look at the daily number one and see what we're looking at. What we have is this. You came off the high. The high that we're talking about coming off is the 2088. You get down to 2888 that was established on December 30th. You get down into these lows out here, which was last Friday, into the 1970 area. We got higher 2 days. In fact, today was anemic volume, 766 million. Bottom line, what I expect you're going to see, number one, you're going to see the volatility continue. We're going to be going after this B point. That B pointer in itself on the December 16th level was building cause to get into the December 16th level. That's what that wants to do. That's a high volume swing low. Bigger yet, though, we're building cause to get into the October 15th swing low of 1805. You got to a higher high today, didn't have the volume, couldn't hold the price. That's where that baby wants to go. We take a look at the SPY, you see that correlation inside the SPY. What you have is this. The SPY was absolutely anemic out here today. We had come down on 176 million shares. You went up today on 116 million shares. That 116 million is going against 209 million. So bottom line, SPY, down. Dow Industrials. We take a look at the Dow Industrials, what we have with the Dow Industrials. Same type of setup inside the Dow. Dow Industrials couldn't get any juice out here today. What's amazing, too, by the way, folks, intraday, if you were out here trading or in front of a computer, what you did see is that intraday, the market itself spiked. That was when the European Central Committee came out and said that they think that they're going to do $50 billion a month in QE. That was the first draft that was out there. We'll see. The announcement's going to be tomorrow morning at 8:30, so you can expect that volatility to continue. If we take a look at the Dow Industrials, Dow's off that high of 18,038. You got to a higher high today, couldn't hold price. Dow wants to run down to this 17,241, and I expect you're going to get a lot lower than that. King dollar. Now, King dollar basically is giving us the best clue of what's going to happen tomorrow morning at 8:30. And this is what it is, folks. King dollar today went from a price point of 92.36, this is the dollar index, up to 93.32. On a daily basis, it has light volume, which is saying, okay, you're at a high with light volume, you want to pull back. On the intraday basis, and this is the kicker, what you have is this. You have a high volume swing low at this 92.36 that was left over from this morning when the market was open, okay? So it is really cool inside the aspect of, I suspect that wants to get tested, number one, and we'll see whether it wants to get taken out. That's on the intraday. On the daily, what you have, the number to keep your eye on, folks, on the daily is 92.50 in the dollar. Right now, we're at 93.11. Under that 92.50, you have a failure right across all the indices. We go over to the bond market. We take a look at bonds. What we had out here with bonds today is this. We start with the 10-year bond. Inside the 10-year bond, we came off the highs out here, and you came off the highs with 1.4 million contracts. That seems like a lot, but it's not, because we've been going up on 1.9 million. So bottom line, the bond market wants to build more cars in order to get to higher price once again. Gold, here we go. Okay, so it's going to be all about gold tomorrow, folks, and the dollar. Gold, well, gold, the dollar in the market, right? Gold, what we have done out here with gold is refusing to back off. We take a look at the, jeez, there she is. We take a look at this contract, and this is what you have. Price-wise, we're at 1293.70. We are pushing, however, with volume. Gold, again, today did 249,000 contracts. That is saying gold wants to run up to the swing point from July 11th. July 11th, that swing point is up there at 1341. So I certainly expect high volatility, all of the above, out here tomorrow morning. American Express, AXP just come out with numbers. We take a look at those numbers. This is what you have. American Express closed at $87.67. That is trading at 86.37 right now, so it's trading flat out here. American Express, whoa, baby, this is pretty intense. We haven't seen this for a while, meaning that job cuts, folks. American Express says it plans thousands of job cuts. Holy cow, let's take a look at this. So their revenue is $8.52 billion. That was the estimate. They came in with 8.39, so they didn't make their revenue. The one-word news burps that's coming across right now, folks, just that, okay? So it's not really explaining where all these job cuts are going to come. But the bottom line is that when they put their first bullet point out, the first bullet point is this. The first bullet point is that American Express plans to thousands of job cuts next year. That's a bummer, no doubt about that. FFIV, so that's F5 Networks. FFIV, let's see, we'll put this baby. This baby's getting hammered. Whoops, this year. So FFIV closed at 126. It's trading at 109. Let's see what this has to say. This is, they provide internet traffic management, and they missed estimates. Okay, so the estimate revenue was, no, earnings per share was $1.53. They made $1.48. Their revenue estimate was $467. They made $462. This equity, let me put this on a daily for a second. This equity's getting smoked. Oh, yeah. Okay, so if you want to see, you're already back inside the lower range, which is the 125. Once you get back inside 125 with FFV, what do you think's sticking out there, folks? What do you think's sticking out there? The October swing low, 106.86. That's where it's going after. BMRN, I think it's Broadcom, right? Oh, no, it's Bio Margin. This is a biopharma company. BMRM. Let's see what this company does. So, BioMarlin Pharmaceutical, that closed at $96.14. That's trading at 93 right now. Numbers go like this. Oh no, they're going to offer stock. They're not coming out with numbers. They're offering stock. Okay, so they get stock that's coming out. Bottom line, we go back to the S&P for a second. What you can expect out here tomorrow morning: wide price spread, volume, volatility. The SPY itself, we're at 203.08 right now, and I expect the whole news at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, folks, is going to be all about pounding this bottom out at December 16th, and we'll see whether we get the expansion of volume. What we had out here today is that you got to a higher high, didn't hold price, pulled back. eBay, let's go take a look at eBay. eBay just come out with numbers, see what eBay's saying. eBay closed out here at 53.38, and eBay right now is trading at, let's see, whoops, she's getting hammered, 57.5. We'll give you those numbers as soon as we come back with eBay. This is Tom O'Brien, this is TFNN. Don't forget, folks, this is the last 2 hours that you can get the daily, the special on my newsletter. You can get it for free for a month. You can get my book free, and I'm doing a workshop at 6 o'clock tonight, right on the front page of TFNN. But come right back. Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Check out the new look of Tiger TV. Now you can see all hosts, charts, and computer screens live in high definition. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, David White, Larry Pesavento, Andy Hecht, Thinkorswim, or Terrell Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on Tiger TV. Now, crystal clear in high definition, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't seen the new look of Tiger TV, then visit TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They've been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. You had the Dow Industrials finish up by 39, NASDAQ up 26, S&P's up 9.5. And don't forget, folks, tonight, right before I was going into that break, I'm doing a workshop tonight from 6 to 7. It's an hour workshop for my subscribers. You can be a subscriber, though. You can test drive it for a month. My Market Insights, absolutely free. The way you do it, you come over to our website at TFNN. You can see it right in the front page. If you do that, you're going to get my book, The Art of Time in the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, free. That's $88 value. You come to the workshop tonight. If you can't make the workshop tonight, it's fine. It'll be on your page for 1 full month, so it is archived. If you'd still like to take advantage of the daily newsletter, the workshop and the book. Check it out on the front page of TFNN. Let's go to Larry in Dallas. Hey, Larry, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. You having a good day out there?
I am. Would you look at Goldfields GFI? They were touting it yesterday on CNBC, one of the traders. I looked at the chart. I don't really get it. Can you take a look at it?
Yeah, sure. Let's take a look. It's a strong chart, man. You get Goldfields, folks. It's a gold producer. The low is $3. The high $6. This is an equity that came off the bottom in the gold market, folks, before the rest of them did. It took out its December and its October swing points, and it did that. Let me put this on a weekly, and I'll show you. It took it out 2 weeks before the rest of them did. The rest of them, not all of them, but many of them took it out last week and this week. This thing took it out with a vengeance too. Took the swing point out. Come off that bottom of $3. Took it out with volume. Your next stop out here is the 664 level, and more than likely you're not going to get any flack up. Well, you'll get flack, but up at the 872 to 1094 area. Do you own this? You're looking to buy it? What are we doing here?
I was looking for an entry point.
It's a tough one. Interesting.
That's it. Yeah, it's a tough one.
Because it's already doubled in price.
Correct.
So the ultimate buying point would be 465. Where 465 is, folks, is this. The week of January 5th, that's when it went from 465 to 556 with volume. Now, that would be considered the breakout area. So will it pull back there? I actually don't think it will, Larry, but so this is how this is going to work. Now, this is what's so tough about this market right now, folks, meaning the gold market, the dollar, and the S&Ps. But not so much the S&Ps, but the gold market and the dollar for sure. Tomorrow morning at 8:30 is going to say it all. It's going to be what is the reaction in the dollar to QE in Europe. That's where this is shaking out. Now, on a fundamental basis, it would make sense that what you would have is that the euro would get much weaker because guess what? They're going to be printing money. That would make sense. However, has the market already put that into it because the dollar has gone so dramatically higher? And we're going to know at 8:30 in the morning, man. I wish I could give you a better answer than that, man. Do you know what I mean? But I can tell you this. I can tell you this for sure. You want to be in the gold and silver market right now. I tell you, folks.
No, I am.
Okay. Good for you, man. Then you're going to be happy. That's the bottom line. You're going to be happy.
All right. Thanks, my friend.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. The reason I'm saying that, folks, is this the webinar that I'm doing tonight. I'm doing the webinar on the longer-term situation in gold, the dollar, the S&Ps, and bonds. And when I basically finish this out, and it's really cool doing those different correlations, there's just nothing I could find that, number one, is saying that they wants to go lower. So we'll see where that shakes out. I have the parameters inside there, the whole ball of wax, but we know what a market is. A market basically is a two-way deal. But looking at it, this thing is solid. So we'll see. My take still, though, is that it does hinge on the dollar. I still don't think the dollar is going to go higher with gold. I've been doing this long enough to know that, number one, the deviance in the marketplace is insane. And the deviance just this time could be, and this is what's going to be unbelievable, the deviance very well could be that the Europeans don't do enough printing of money in order to destroy the euro just yet. My longer-term take is that the euro probably is going to go, people say pi. It's probably going to get out of 72 or something. But I don't expect that's going to happen for quite a while. What I believe we are going to see, however, and this is where out of all of those commodities, bonds, the market, it's the bond market, folks, which is still giving me the best indication that this market's going lower, that our interest rates are going dramatically lower. And see, with interest rates dramatically lower, you have to wrap your head around this for a second. In the world, if you remember, depending on how long you've been around, Do you remember how they were always saying you don't want to own gold because, gold doesn't pay interest? Well, we haven't got any interest for years. But what's happening now around the world, folks, is that it costs money to put your money in the bank. There's negative interest rates. Well, guess what? If there's negative interest rates and fiat currency is going down, guess what it's going down against? It's going down against hard assets, not just gold and silver, hard assets in general. You get a hard asset in your house, I don't care, it's a piece of wood. Hold it, okay? Because that piece of wood's going up. Because the hard asset aspect of this is the larger picture that you want to wrap your head around. So it costs absolutely zero to hold gold. Now, what's the next question? What does it cost to hold money? Oh, let's see. If you put money in a Swiss bank, they're going to charge you. If you put money in a Netherlands bank right now, a Dutch bank, and a Denmark bank, it costs you money. There's negative interest rates, folks. That is happening. That is intense. So they don't want your money. They're going to charge you for your money. Big number. Let's go get a lot of numbers out here. Xilinx, XLNX. Xilinx just come out with numbers. Xilinx closed at 41.51. Let's see where she's at. She's trading down to 39. Oh, she's going to get whacked. Okay. So that's, let me say Xilinx. Let's see what we have. I got it. Okay. So Xilinx is going after what, folks? This is going to be the infamous October 15th level. They were all going after October 15th. So October 15th, the high volume swing low there is 36. You're at 41 right now. Let's see what Xilinx is saying. The estimate was, the bottom line estimate was 616 million. They took in 593. The earnings per share was 62 cents. They took in 60 cents. Bottom line, can't handle it. We go over to eBay. eBay just come out with numbers too. eBay closed at $53.38. That's trading at $53.38, so that's trading par of what it closed. eBay is also eliminating jobs. Man, this is pretty intense what's going on here with the jobs. We haven't heard this for a long time. eBay is cutting 2,400 positions after reporting weak holiday sales and forecast sluggish revenue growth for the first quarter, underscoring a competitive challenge facing the marketplace business. This is the first time that we've had big layoffs in a while, folks. American Express has thousands of jobs, too. What a bummer, man. Not cool. Dow Industrials finished up 39, NASDAQ up 26, S&P's up 9.5. You stay right, so come right back.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns as well as market trend calls. tools. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
We're told to follow our passion and everything else will fall into place. I hope that's what each of you are doing each and every day. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Money Master Show at TFNN.com, and my passion for technical analysis is what led me to the most fundamental discovery in pattern recognition, the Rhodes Momentum Indicator, market scanner, and trading strategy, a set of tools that identify the momentum and power of the trend, the likes of which have never been seen before, for every market and every time frame. Yes, folks, the trend is your friend, unless you're on the other side. New to technical analysis? This is the place to start. And experienced traders take advantage of the trend like never before. Experience the power of the Rhodes Momentum Indicator each day, available to subscribers of my newsletter service, Mastering Probability. I guarantee your satisfaction for the next 30 days unconditionally, so there's no risk to you other than being on the wrong side of the trend. Mastering Probability, available on the homepage of TFNN.com. And folks, live with passion.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investments, and whether you're bullish or bearish on U.S. Treasuries, the ETFs from Direction Shares are there to help you magnify your perspective. Bull ETFs for a rising market and bear ETFs for a falling market. Direction Shares gives you the tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor, Foreside Fund Services, LLC. Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the TFNN.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials finished up 39, NASDAQ up 26, S&P's up 9.5. And as we do each and every Wednesday at 30 past the second hour, we get our man, Mr. John Logan. And, folks, John kicks us off at TFNN every trading day. Got to remember, we have live programming 8 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock in the evening. And if you want to know where the market's going and where the market was last night in Asia, folks, you want to jump right on with John. 8 o'clock in the morning. You can get them right on your cell phone at tfnn.mobi. If you want to get Tiger TV, just on your browser, on your cell phone, put tfnn.com. Go to the right-hand side. You'll see the TV right there. You hit it. Now, John talks a lot about his profile scanner in the morning. It's an amazing piece of software, folks. You can test drive it absolutely free. The way you do it is this. You come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to go into newsletters. As you hit newsletters, folks, as you hit newsletters, you're going to services, and you're going to see the TAS profile scanner. What it does is that it analyzes multiple markets and time frames simultaneously. To cut to the chase, this is what you have. If you're a bull, guess what? You can put in parameters. Let me see what the bullish stocks are. That would be stocks that are coming back to the bottom of the boxes. If you're a bear, you can put in the parameters in what's coming back to the top of the boxes. It's a phenomenal piece of software. Cuts through the chase in about 2 seconds flat, maybe 5 seconds. Exaggerating. 15 seconds at the most. Particularly if you know what you're looking for, meaning inside the context of you want to go long, you want to go short. John Logan, what's going on?
Hey, Tom. Good to be back with you.
You
How are
too,
you,
man. How you been?
Good.
Your show sounds great, man. I listen to it every morning.
Thanks for saying that. It's a little early for some folks, but I think they can listen to the recast of it later in the day if they want to.
You can listen to the recast. That's right, 24 hours a day, no doubt. But listen to it live, folks, because the bottom line is that John goes through the indices, he goes through the sectors, he covers a lot in that time frame.
Yeah, we actually, talking about the scanner, we actually just put in the drill downs for the major ETFs. So like the XLE, the XLVs, the XLFs, things like that on the side over here. So if I want to go in here and look at the financials and kind of deal with just the financials, come down and figure out which ones are kind of the dogs of the financials, which I'm a big fan of being short the financials right now.
I heard you at Morgan Stanley this morning. I know. The thing that's amazing is that it does take the financials to fall apart, for this market to fall apart,
Yeah, that would definitely be a kind of a leader for that to happen for sure.
Right.
And right now I'm just kind of looking at some of the dogs of the financials and being able to get some leverage points to choose from. And basically this thing kind of almost runs the show for me. And I think it could run quite a few folks' trading days, trading weeks, trading months.
Yes.
It definitely allows you to kind of drill down into the heart of possible relative strength situations versus, the market getting weak, selling weak stocks in a weak market, or trying to find strong stocks in a weak market that might be holding in there in case we're at the bottom of a trend in a big market move. You want to try to find things that are going to pop quicker or sell off faster in the opposite direction. But we also have, if everybody's looking at the screen, we've got these.
I am looking at it right now. Yes.
We've got these speed dials at the top, and and as we reference this, Tom.
Yes.
As you can see. This is kind of one of those things where we've had a mixed bag lately,
right?
And that means that the daily breadth has really been negative, and the weekly breadth's been positive. So, I don't know if you read that research report. I did.
It's a great report. Yeah,
we were kind of saying, look, we're kind of mixed up here. We got super volatility. The play may be to sell a big strangle right now and just pay attention to it.
Okay.
Because we're so kind of disjointed and all over the place. And even though we're seeing breadth positive now at the end of this day, and I think we closed around that 2027 area on the S&Ps. I'm still not super convinced until we get a strong daily close above that 2027 area to really carry this thing through. And with all the things that are going on globally right now, I just don't see, this is fundamentally talking, but I just don't see, probably as well as you do, people just clamoring in the best time in the world to go in there and buy equities. I just don't.
Listen, in particular, the show this morning, the 2027 is a big deal, folks, okay?
It was a huge deal yesterday, in fact, too.
There's no doubt. And tomorrow morning, when you're on live, of course, okay, the European Central Bank announcement is going to be at 8:30 in the morning.
Right.
And it's going to be wild watching this shake out, folks, okay? Because, I was saying a little bit earlier, John, that, it makes sense that the euro goes down, but, guess what? We'll find out.
Yeah, you had a lot of deep thought into that. It was all good. I was actually listening to it. There's so many variables that you got to kind of think about with this, but I think what you always try to do, and I listen to you all the time, is you try to block out one side and figure out where the odds are. Like, is it an 80% chance it'll go up and a 20% chance it'll go down? And you kind of put all these, let's say there's 7 things on the table, 5 of them are pointing north. You kind of got to just,
what I really love today, and folks, if you're in front of a screen today, or you didn't have to be, but we got a little test drive with them coming out, just slipping in and saying, hey, what if we do 50 billion? That was a good test drive this morning. Do you know what I mean? Okay. And then Draghi came out right after that, folks, saying, he wants to do 100 billion. And that's what we started off with, by the way, folks. Our QE was $100 billion a year. Then we did $85 billion a year. Then we did 50. So they're starting out. Well, we'll find out what they're starting out with in the morning.
Like, exactly. We enabled them to think that way.
Yeah.
Like
but the difference is, though, they got no guts. That's exactly. The bottom line. You know what I mean? So. Well,
it's like I've done a lot of time overseas. You go to some of these regions, and it's just customary. It's like Europe's always 5 years behind everything, and Asia's always 10 years. It's just like so. That may hold true for this type of situation too, because they've been kind of, like you said, sitting on the sidelines and having no guts about it.
The good news is that we have your scanner, though. And seriously, man, because you know what happens, folks, is that the volatility is not going to go away. This is what's so cool about trading, okay? Well, we finally have it back. I'm smiling because we finally have it back, okay? We haven't had volatility in a long time. Without volatility, folks, if you go a one-way trader and just go buy everything all the time, you can make money, but that's not the market on a normal census. It has been for the last 5 years, though, no doubt. So. Yeah,
and the cool thing is also with the scanner talking about that, you can go in and let's just say, just case in point.
Yeah.
Let's pull up the.
So when I'm looking at this, walk me through what I'm looking at. So for the folks in the car, I'm looking at the XLF, and the different charts you have. They set up. I just the daily, weekly, the 240, and that's what you have in there, right? Yeah, the the daily and the weekly. Awesome, man. Okay.
And I can also go in here and choose some different scenarios. And these are kind of all explained, I guess, on the videos on your site. But
yes.
We don't have enough time to do it today, but we can try to go in there and find things that are not actually cooperating with any moves up or cooperating with any moves down.
Right.
But what I wanted to do was basically go case in point right into the currencies here, since we're speaking about.
Oh, nice.
Since we're speaking about the euro, pulled up the currencies, and the currencies, these are the major currencies that we follow. There's over 2,500 instruments in this scanner right now. So we pull up the euro.
Yeah.
And I was playing around. There's another application for this we really don't advertise. Guys that are out there trading Nadex.
Okay.
These give you some insane inflection points to key off of to trade Nadex binaries.
I use them. I know.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Right.
Yeah, so I'm looking at a landscape view, and I'm looking at our weekly, daily 240 and 60 inflection points. So I know we're sitting at the top of a 240 profile, which is the fair auction, and that's where most of the data should lie.
Yeah.
So on the daily, we're well below profiles. So what I want to do here is just go right into our charts.
Okay.
I'm going to pull up our euro, and I'm going to show you kind of chart-wise why that's the case. So there's the daily. Here's our latest profiles well above, and these are, again, inflection points that are to be used for breakouts, breakups, and range trading. They're very, very good. And I know you won't argue with this. They're very, very good.
Oh, they're huge, man.
At basically blocking out one side of the marketplace, meaning, is it okay to be short, not okay to be long, or is it okay to be long, not okay to be short?
And that's right, exactly. And if they break them, what we're looking at, folks, if you happen to be in the car, is that, basically we've seen the euro come all the way down. There's three separate lines going all the way back up. So in this particular case, you have to break them, or you basically, in this case, you'd be selling as they come up to the top of those lines.
Right. So the scanner basically just gives you all this information without even having the charts. And what really, I was looking at this euro play. If people want to kind of say, where's the leverage with this thing? Where's the breakout situation? I hope this is my side of the equation. I hope we actually can rally up to the 117.89 area.
Right.
And that would give us a major, major leverage point, because the euro is definitely still in a downtrend, folks. I mean, this has been the gift that keeps on giving here, but we're going to hopefully and without mitigation.
I know. Can you stay right there?
Sure.
Awesome, man.
Sure.
You stay right there, folks. John Logan, Tom O'Brien, appreciate you growling and prowling with us. Now, folks, you can test drive this scanner right now. Come over to our website at TFNN. You go to newsletters, then go to service, and you'll see the Taz profile scanner. Test drive it right now. Don't forget, John kicks us off tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock in the morning. We're going to come right back. Dow finished up 39, Nasdaq up 12, S&P's up 9.5.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Technomental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Technomental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN, and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartleys, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com. Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Who says you can't take it with you? TFNN says you can. With your mobile device and TFNN's live radio streams, TFNN has put it all in the palm of your hands. No special apps to download. No subscription fees for live radio or Tiger TV streams. We say you can.
Each and every time that the dollar ticks higher, S&P wants higher price. Each and every time that the dollar's ticking lower, guess what? S&P wants lower price. Dollar, the metals, and the S&P are going tick for tick.
We say you can. The Tiger Financial News Network. Smart investors and professional traders know you can. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. So we're talking about our man, Mr. John Logan, and John kicks us off every trading day right here at TFNN, 8 o'clock in the morning, folks. We're talking about the markets, number one, and we're talking about the piece of software, outstanding piece of software that John has, the TAS Market Profile. You can test it 1 month, absolutely free. The way you do it, go to TFNN, go to newsletters, go to services, folks. You know, it's so cool, too, John. I see what you have up here. Running through this in the morning, because I've been using it for a bit now, the turn where everything was all green versus the red start popping up, you could see that start happening about 10 days ago. And it was pretty amazing, like about 5 days ago, that, you know, and as John's popping it up right now, you'll see how clean it is, folks, because you're talking about on each equity, you have a weekly, a daily, a 240, and a 60-minute. And basically about a week ago, it turned pretty dramatically. You know, in general, the weeklies are still positive.
You're talking about the XLE or the market in general?
I was talking about the S&P 500 in general.
Okay,
that's the 500 stocks, which is, see, you can scan as many as you want, folks. You can scan 500 like a heartbeat. So it's
right, and then you can drill down into certain conditions. What I mean, and what you're saying is kind of a macro chasm, I guess, if that's a word, relative to what we're looking at now. We're looking at the XLE, and what I did is I drilled down into the XLE ETF, took off all my filters just so I could see exactly.
Okay.
And as you can see, like we've got a lot of greens on the board here, but what I wanted to show you was I wanted to show you the XLE chart first on the weekly, because obviously we can look at the scanner and look at the XLE as a whole within the scanner.
Yes.
But what we've been kind of preaching and talking about lately is let's look at the XLE. We had a little bit of a strength relative to crude oil lately, and we were given a big time inflection point down here at 74.18 lately. And we kind of had that little key reversal, little move last week where we opened up, had a big move down, then kind of closed right above that inflection point, 74.18. So what we were saying to people was, you know, let's put stops oriented around 718 now. Let's hope we can get a retest down in that area. Put some tight stops, because there's no reason to really even hang around too long with this trade, because crude oil could go lower, as we know.
Sure.
But if crude oil goes sideways or north, then the chances of this thing possibly rallying and off this point down here are relatively high. So what we did is we said, okay, if that's the case, let's drill down into the scanner and let's try to find the stocks that are really the strength stocks of that type of ETF.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So we come in here and we, you know, we actually found some stocks. I'm going to pull up APC. This is one of the ones that we were looking at, which were, you know, the ones that were really on the profiles, really looking even riper than the XLE. So here's the weekly situation on APC, and this is Anadarko.
Yes.
So we found that 76 area. We've actually rallied 5 points since we talked about that, and that was even almost a better play than the XLE in general, because you know, hey, this is the broad market, but let's try to find the stocks that are strong within that XLE.
Absolutely. And you know, it's so cool. So watch what John's explaining, folks, is that inside the XLE, you know, Anadarko is 3% of the weighted structure.
Right.
Well, what he saw there is that, okay, that got stronger because you can still have Chevron and Exxon, which is 30% of it. Chevron's 17 and Exxon's 17.3 and Chevron's 13.8. So that's a great way of doing it, John, too. Wow.
Right. So take a look at the daily. So that was the long-term weekly. So the daily, we actually got a big move above a technical kind of damaging thing for the shorts here.
Okay.
Which I was happy to see. And when I go to Anadarko, I'm going to pull up our landscape view within the scanner.
Yeah.
And I can see now that I'm clean and clear of the congestion that I was in forever down here. And it takes, you know, you're not going to learn how to use this overnight, but it's a way to really say, you know what, we've got some leverage points at 75. We're trading about 80 and 81 right now. Our targets above on this move, believe it or not, are 83. So to go in there and to trade oil from an oil-related stock from the long side with the probabilities in your favor, this thing letting you know where to pick the battles, you're going to end up having literally almost somewhere between a 12 and a 13% move, possibly in a very short amount of time. And folks, that's a that's a big move on a stock
monster.
in general, especially on a bellwether oil services stock.
Now, this landscape view, man, this is really clear. I finally get it. This is so funny. No, I know. I've been hunting it, man. But what happened is that when you just said, and folks, life in general is a trip because light bulbs always go off. But what happened with this particular chart is that when he says, well above it, and I get it now because, you have that yellow line or orange line, and I can see everything below it where those bottoms were put in and where those, POCs were. And so I get that is so cool, man. Okay.
Well, what you can do also is I'm going to kill this, kind of select none, and make sure my filters are off. I'm going to go to the S&P 500 for a second because this is going to give us a lot of cool candidates for a lot of things, a lot of situations. And as it plows up here, I've got 500 stocks in the S&P 500. I'm going to be pretty quick about this. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to say, you know what? I think the S&Ps are going to go up.
Right.
Because I've got breadth sitting here like this, and we're almost closing above 2027.
We're looking at 4 clocks in the top, folks, okay, which give you the weekly, daily, 240, and 60, and they're all in green.
And there is a
well, the weekly's on, it hit the green just slightly, huh? Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've kind of been mixed up here, and we may be mixed up again tomorrow, but right now, we didn't get a close above 2027. That kind of had to happen.
Okay.
And it didn't, so I'm kind of still a little scary, especially I don't think you want to do anything until after that announcement tomorrow, by the way.
I'm long gold and short the dollar, so
that I think you're spot on with that.
Hey, listen, man, we'll find out whether I'm screaming tomorrow morning listening to you or not.
Well,
Meeting at 8:30.
I think you may be spot on that.
We'll see. We'll see.
Gold doesn't have a lot of reasons to go down right now.
Yeah.
I was terrified even day trading that thing from the short side today, just off some of our inflection points. I was like,
I know.
Just let me make 3 or 4 points and I'm out of here.
And I heard the guy call in that wanted to sell it. I know. And that was, folks, I don't mean but what was good is that I heard that. It says, oh, thank you, God. I mean, because what's happened, even gold bulls, are still, they're bears. And it's beautiful. It's like, okay, good. I like that, man.
Yeah. So we're going here to the S&P 500. We're going here and we'll say, okay, let's look at our daily time frame. Let's look at some things that are trading actually above the box, not on inflection points, but we're just going to take a look at this. There is a zillion stocks here that are trading above the box, trading above profiles, and some of them are just sitting right at major inflection points. Brown Forman Inc. BFB gives you the leverage points up here, right, almost ready to break out on another upside above the weeklies here. So those are to be considered breakout patterns up that way. And there's so many things to talk about with this scanner.
There really is, man. Check it out on the front page of TFNN, folks. You go to newsletters, go to services, Taz Market Scanner. Check John out tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock. Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Look forward to seeing you, too.
Thanks, Tom.
Coming right back, folks.